Hi, this is Bonnie Rivera with Pray Ask Gifts, and we are on day 5 of our Aging Gracefully challenge. Today's challenge is Let's Stay Strong. And we're so glad you've joined us. We are on a mission to age the way God says we can age. And today we're going to look at Caleb and how he aged. So this is the story of Caleb. You may be familiar with it. We're going to be looking at the book of Joshua chapter 4 today. But before we get to that section, let's just look at his life a little bit. Caleb came out of Egypt with Moses, and when it was time to enter the promised land, Moses sent Joshua and Caleb ahead of him, along with 10 other people, to take a look at the land and kind of spy it out. So Joshua and Caleb came back and said, if the Lord is with us, we can surely take this land. But the other 10 spies said, no, we can't take it. And the Israelites ended up believing the 10 spies. If you're familiar with the story, because of their unbelief, they had to wander in the wilderness another 40 years until the unbelieving generation died. We see from this that unbelief has to die before we can enter the promised land. So if we have any unbelief, we should just get rid of that right now. But during that time, the Lord had promised Caleb that he would get to enter the promised land and that he would get certain land within the promised land. So now it's 40 years later, Moses has died, the unbelieving people have died, and now they're ready to go into the promised land. But then as they're taking it, Caleb requests the land that he was originally promised. And what he says, and I'm just paraphrasing, he says, hey, I'm as strong as 85 as I was at 45. Give me the mountain that God has for me. And we had talked a couple of days ago about my mom completing her PhD at 75. Well, to take the mountain that God had for her, she needed supernatural strength. She was actually working full-time in her music studio and then also going to school. Even at her age, she needed a good memory and good stamina to complete everything she had to do. And God provided all of those things. And she believed that God was with her as she fulfilled her plans. And he was. He was with her every step of the way. So you might think, oh, I've had this dream, but it's really difficult. It would take a lot of work. So I don't know. I'm slowing down. I'm getting tired. I'm not sure I can do this. Be careful of those thoughts. Those are actually the thoughts that Moses had when God appeared to him in a burning bush. Oh, I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not very good. I don't want to. Find someone else. But those kind of things can keep you in the wilderness. And that is not the way Caleb thought. He had a whole different mindset. As my mom was getting her PhD, over and over, we would say together, you know, my mom's as strong at 75 as she was at 45. God, give her that mountain. So that's what we're going to do today. Today is our challenge is to think as Caleb thinks, or as Caleb thought, and to have the same confidence in God. So we'll begin telling ourselves, hey, I'm as strong at whatever your age is as I was at your age minus 40. So I'm 66. So I'll be saying, I'm as strong at age 66 as I was at age 26. Give me the mountain. And then conquer your God-given mountain. You know, when I was 26, you're just kind of starting out in the world. You're all excited. You've got some goals. You've got some aspirations. That's the challenge that we have, to keep that up when we're not 26, when we're 56, when we're 66, when we're 86. But if Caleb can do it, we can do it. We serve the same God. And let's support each other. If you're comfortable putting in the chat below what your mountain is, go ahead and put that in, and let's begin praying for each other. The mountain I have was actually to start the business Pray Ask Gifts, putting out God's Word on everyday items to help people. And I'm so grateful He's been with me every step of the way. So let's support each other. We will be back tomorrow. We will look a little bit more at strength, and I hope you'll join us. Thank you so much.